Singapore's economy has plunged into recession, putting it on course for its worst ever slump. The city-state's GDP shrank by a record 41.2% in the last quarter, battered by a lockdown which shut businesses, slashed consumption, and brought trade to a standstill. The first in Asia to
recession for the first time in almost 30 years. The summer bushfires and coronavirus crisis have combined to shrink the economy in the first few months of 2020.
Demand contraction due to the pandemic. The world's third largest economy, Japan, has slipped into recession for the first time in nearly 5 years.
As you're aware, suicide is really the ultimate risk in mental health crisis. We do know from previous experiences that whether that's the SARS pandemic in 2013, whether it's the Great Depression in the US, or whether it's the recessions that we've had in the past, that there is an increased risk to depression, suicide, anxiety, and that sort of thing. And COVID is really, unfortunately, no different in that regard.
What can be done about it?
Well, we have to be aware. We know that the numbers of calls to helplines have gone up phenomenally, many of them expressing quite extreme forms of depression and mental distress. We have to be aware of each other because there is of course the isolation, the lockdown, and there have been tragic instances where, as you're aware, in March a 19-year-old autistic young lady killed herself because of the fear of being isolated. She was a waitress in England, I believe. And there have been other instances across the world where a man shot himself and his girlfriend because they feared that they had coronavirus and they didn't actually. So the whole COVID issue, pandemic, generates a host of psychiatric problems in people: sleeplessness, anxiety, depression, stress, PTSD, death from people, close loved ones dying, death from patients dying. Health professionals are no different. They're humans after all. So there's an increased risk of PTSD, absolutely increased risk of insomnia, increased risk of binge drinking as well. There's a whole host of issues, as I said, that come with the pandemic, unfortunately. And of course, we are seeing an increase in suicide as well, which is, as I've said, been happening in the past too.